Hi guys, before the video starts, I would like to tell you I am doing a live stream on this Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. EST or 1:30 p.m. GMT. They're the same thing. Okay, this is basically 7 p.m. in India. So please tune in because I'm going to be doing a segment called Comment to Caricature where I draw your comments as cartoons in front of you live. So stay tuned for that on Wednesday. Please join, and we'll be doing a sub count to 300. So yeah, let's continue the video now. Hi guys, I'm back with another video, and today I'm gonna be making Deadpool from the movie Deadpool. What do you expect from the comics? No, that dude's really weird. I've seen his suit, it sticks to his body. Okay, now that's done. The things you're gonna require to make this guy are... That's what you need. Here you have some spherical molded, which is the clay that I used to make this guy. I don't know how many times I told this on video. I still get comments asking when people ask, what have you used to make this action figure? Okay, spherical molded. It's an epoxy compound as it's clearly written on the cover. I believe you can find this on Amazon. And it has two components, which is a resin base and a hardener. Now this thing hardens in 90 minutes under 25 degrees Celsius of temperature, but this being India, it will take you half an hour because it's 50 degrees outside. Have you seen the weather? It burns. Okay, now this happens when you mix each of them in equal quantity, but you can speed up the reaction if you mix more of the resin, more of the hardener and less of the resin base. Like, let's say you have 1 kg of resin base, that means you have to use 1.1 kg of hardener. You get what I mean, okay? That's out of the way. Now you have the flower making wires or jewelry making wires. That's what Amazon calls them. Now this is what I used to make the wire skeleton of this guy. If you want to know how I make that, check out my channel. There's a video. I'm not gonna put it in the description. Seriously. So these things really easy to mold, really malleable, really easy to work with. Once they're twisted up in 2 layers, they can do wonderful things. You know, they get toughened up and all that. Now that's done. Let's get on to the painting and the sculpting of this guy. Now that all that is done, you're gonna have one question on your mind, which I'm gonna tell you because you kids are too stupid to think. How did you make the weapons of this guy? Oh my god, he hasn't made them. Comment down below. I'll tell you right now. Oh, to the other guy. Okay, kids, time to make the weapons. You gotta do a few things first. You gotta take your sword, your gun, and your small knife. Now, this is how I'm gonna make them. First of all, you got your sword. You take a toothpick, right? You take your dangerously big scissors. You cut the tip off so it's blunt, so you can stab your own eye out. Now, you take a piece of ivory sheet. You fold it into half, and you put the toothpick inside. Now, once you've done that, you take your tape. You stick it on. Once you've got this, take your scissors, cut the tip off, make it sharp. There it is. You have made your sword. You stick this here, and you make a really shabby looking hilt, I guess. Time for the blade. This is the blade. Looks cool, right? Small, and can't really stab anything. It's really pokey. Now, you take your toothpick, you cut the tip off. Cut the tip off. You're gonna use this part. You take a bit of MCU. Break it in half. Take your MCU, you wrap it around your toothpick. Now you can make the shorter or longer. That's your wish. That's the way you like your knives. Okay? You take it, once you've done that, you take your scissor, just take another toothpick, and you shape it up into a decent looking blade. So that you can actually stab some people. Now, because it's MCU, it's going to stick onto the base, so remember to remove it. You're going to have something that looks like this. Now, once it's dried, you can take a blade, an actual blade, and then just carve it down to make it look normal. Okay, look at that. You can add the hilt later if you want. Done that too. Now, it's time for your gun. Remember that toothpick we cut off 2 minutes ago? I've lost it, so we're going to take another one. Snap it off. Snap it off. Take that. Now, you got a little bit of MCU. Take your toothpick. Attach it as badly as you can. And then keep it down. Now look, it doesn't look that same. It looks even worse. Okay? This is already bad. Now you shape it up into something that decently looks like a PP blaster. Okay, once you got that, take your toothpick and you flatten it out. You put a small line between to make it look semi-detailed. Because you can't have detail at this level. You're not a master sculptor. You're a little weirdo on the internet looking at a guy making a gun out of MCU. There you have it. There's a gun. Back to the review. Now that all that is done, time for the actual review of the action figure that I've spent one day making. My god, this took a lot of time. The articulation. Arms can go up this far, which is quite nice for an action figure. Bend at the elbows, and the way you know if your lower arm is proportionate to your upper arm, it's when the hand meets the elbow. Look at that. The legs can go out that far, back that far. He can do side splits very badly because of the pouches, and he can do the front and back splits quite nice. Now, the legs can bend at the knee, and there is a toe bend. So, advancement in action figures. It's like evolution. Now, the weapons that I made for this guy are these things. 2 swords, they are not katanas, stop asking. 2 really bad looking guns and 1 okay looking blade. The thing is, I'm not that good in weapon making. Weapon storage? Yeah boy, that's something I'm great at. Now, this sword goes into the left slot. This one goes into the right one. The small blade can easily fit into the right leg. And the guns, the way I actually mark these guns is by making one handle thicker than the other one. This is a little chipped. That was on purpose. Totally didn't make a mistake. This one goes into the right holster. Now the guns, I might have messed up and made them a little too thick for the attachments, which was again not planned. So they're a little hard to push in and a little hard to take out. Not a joke, by the way. Now the thing is, the guns, the swords and the blade can easily be held in the hand. Guess how? It's by a simple trick I call using toothpicks when you're making the action figure. Yeah, when the hands are semi-dry, take a toothpick, shove it in the hand. You create a hole. That hole is what you use to actually make him hold stuff. And remember, the stick you used to make the hole, that stick is a universal thing. I use a toothpick. I think it's 2mm toothpick for every action figure I make. That's about it for this guy. I'm doing a live stream on Wednesday. I just told you about it in the beginning of the video. You should know there is most probably an event poster. Not there's like an event card on my channel right now. So please watch that. Wednesday I'm gonna draw some stuff, do some Q&A stuff, live stream 7 p.m. Indian time. That is I believe 1:30 GMT and 9:30 a.m. EST. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.